this little slot, right? How come you didn't fit into the slot? And I didn't.
You didn't even exist.
I didn't even know that for all these years. I'd never been in the slot. You know, doing what I was doing and not really understanding the nature of it and all this stuff. I mean, when I say the nature of it, it's not being in the slot. You know?
Would you tell him you were a veteran?
Well, I got that, but the thing about it, here's the deal. If you got any kind of financial record anywhere, no matter how long it is, no matter how minute it is, you have a Social Security number, and they can find anything they want out about you.
Yeah.
I mean,
where you worked, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Financial.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Financial. That's what gave them the information to ask me where have I been, because they couldn't see.
They couldn't see anything in there.
But it's one of those grand events that go, oh.
So you weren't like Traven, who was a man without a country. You were just without a past.
Yeah, it was good.
You had a big gap.
Yeah, because it's sad to me that I hadn't been fitting in to that mold that they picture.
Right.
You know.
You weren't socking it away for the security of the older years. So when you turn 62, 65, whatever.
Basically, life is as it is. It's been for the last 62 years. And like you're saying, faith. Living on faith. And see, when you grow up in the ghettos and you find yourself hungry some days, the rest of the shit don't matter because you're concerned about eating.
Right. The priority goes right there.
Yeah, sure.
Right, that's clear, yeah. That's really clear.
Yeah, that's very clear. 62? Well, what am I going to do when I get 65? Hell, I want to eat right now.
Well, it's you know, if you look at, you know, somebody growing up in the ghetto that's hungry, that's, you know, scrounging and whatnot, what chance do they have in school?
Well, that's what I keep, that's my story when I tell my story about the endangered species list.
Yeah.
Ghetto kid, black, and a male too, living in America. See, all that shit is like, you know, and it's just the reality of it.
Living in the ghetto, you can overcome. People do. Not everyone, but some do. Black, you can't overcome that, but then you can't control what other people.
Well, the beauty of it all is that here's the deal. What I'm really beginning to understand: God give us our own path. Each one of us our own path. Like I was saying something this morning to a friend of mine. He goes, "What do you want?" I go, "I don't want what you have, because my God has a plan for me that I have to be available for. So if I'm searching out what you have, I don't get a chance to see my own stuff when it happens, because I got my eyes focused somewhere else, right?" And it's just really amazing. I didn't really understand it all these years that God has put me in this skin to be a custodian of His goodwill, and I didn't get that till 40 years later. You see?
So you were angry and young, if I remember.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, I was terrorized.
Right.
Yeah. Broken promises, homeless, hungry, anxiety, worry, all that, you know. And then all of a sudden I realized, shit, God got me through all that stuff. Why do I need to be concerned with right now? See, that was the message. To allow me to understand and live that stuff to the fullest extent on so many different levels that I don't have a choice in the issue. You see? And then when I recognized that, I had to let go of self-will, living on self-will. You know how life is. So,
it's interesting because what I'm seeing now, what is really, I think, disturbing, although it didn't happen to me personally. We've all been hit by this downturn, but I'm seeing people my age, guys, men in particular, that have just been cleaned out. And so they spent, they went from 20 to 60 to 40 years, the best 40 years, doing what they were supposed to do. And now they're either looking at it being greatly reduced or gone.
Yeah, but the whole thing about it is that when I got honest with about it, it wasn't mine to make the decision in the first place.
Yeah.
You see? And it's really interesting how the book talks about human beings. It tells me two things. One, we as mammals are the only mammal on the planet that drink milk for his entire life. And the other one, and we're the only mammal on the earth that hoard shit. How's that? I ain't never got enough.
You never got it. Look at that
you know
stuff
what I'm
there,
saying?
man. Look at that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never got enough.
Man, you can't, it's coming out of the garage and you got storage lockers.
Oh, yeah.
You got it in your car.
Yeah. I got so much of it, I don't even know what to do with it. I got so much.